Hi everyone. Today video on minimal API result dot stream return type. Okay. So result dot stream can be used to deliver the stream of data as a response from the minimal API endpoint. Okay. For example, on consuming a third-party API from our minimal API endpoint, most common approach is to read the response and then deserialize the response, and then finally we will return the response to the client. Okay. But using the result dot stream, okay, return type can be directly given to the user. Means the stream of response from the third party API directly given to the user from the minimal API endpoint. Okay, let's do a small demo on it. Okay, here I am going to use the .NET CLI command to create the latest .NET 6 project. Okay, so my command is .NET new web API hyphen minimal hyphen o your application name. Okay, let's create the project. Okay, my project has been successfully created. Let's open my project in Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay, here is my project, and it was created with the latest .NET 6 framework. Okay, so now go to program.cs file. Since we have created minimal API endpoint, right? We will get a default sample API. Let's remove that code. Okay. So after removing the sample API, our program.cs file looks like this. Okay. Now what I will do means I will do uh, consuming a third-party API with a traditional approach, and later I will do with using the result.stream as well. Okay. For this demo, I am going to use a free API, that is so JSON placeholder typecode.com/post. So I am going to consume this API into my minimal API. Okay. So to consume that, I need to register, add scope. Okay. I will create a HTTP client instance, base address. Here we have to register the domain of our third-party API. Okay. Now let's create a small endpoint with normal approach, means common approach. Okay. So app dot map get. Okay. First parameter will be the URL. This is my route, and here I am going to create my delegate handler. Okay. So here I simply inject HTTP client. Okay. The object will be injected by the DA. Here we have registered, right? Okay. Now what I can do, since I have hosts of data, right? Let me create a response model for it. Okay. Here, let me create a response model like class host. Okay. Okay. My response model looks like this. Okay. Now what I can do, I have to capture the list of data of my posts. Post equal to await using HTTP client and get from JSON async. So this get from JSON async, what it will do means it will read the stream of response from the API call by invoking the API call, and then deserialize that API call response into the type. Here we specified. Here I will specify post. Okay, and here I need to specify the path. This path is nothing but the remaining path of our API, because domain is already registered here, right? So those configuration will be available in this object. Okay. So now now what I'm doing here, invoking the API, capturing the response stream, and deserializing back it to our response model. Okay. Now I will return the response using result dot. So result dot OK will have set of methods. Okay. In that, most common method is OK. Okay. Now it will return the response to the user. So let's run this. So here is my Swagger. Okay. And let's try to execute the API. So we are successfully getting the response. Okay. So this is most common approach, like reading data and deserialize back to the C# types and finally returning the response. So in minimal API, results dot, as I have mentioned several methods, right? In that we have one method like stream. Okay. So this stream can deliver the response directly to the client without any deserialization. Means, so let me revert it back. What I will do, I will make it as 2. I will copy this entire API and I will make it as test API. Here what I will do, I no need to have type here. I will read stream directly, response stream. Here also I don't need to serialize it directly, get stream missing. And here instead of OK, what I can do, I can use stream. Okay, this stream takes several inputs like stream, okay, and content type and file download. So this can be used for anything like file download or any XML response or JSON response, anything. Okay, so here I will pass my this stream from the API and I will specify this need to be JSON type delivered as a JSON type to the user. Okay, application says this is nothing but content type, second parameter. Okay, so here there is no deserialization of the response from the third party API. We are directly returning the stream to the user. There is no deserialization. Okay, so this approach helpful when there is no data changing after receiving the uh, response from third party API. For suppose this method still usable because if you want to change some data, like after receiving the data, if you want to change the data from the response, okay, like this. If we want to change data after receiving the response from the third party API, then this approach we have to follow this approach only. There is no alternative. But in many cases, we no need to modify the data from the third party API. In those cases, we can directly use the stream. Okay, so let me run this as well and test the endpoint. So here you can see test API 2 and test API. Test API 2 is initially we created. Now we'll check from our stream response. See, here also we are getting the results. Okay. So since minimal API means minimum coding, right? So if I use stream data, I can remove this approach. By removing that old approach, what I can do, I don't need this C# plus anymore, right? Because I am not deserializing. See, my code has reduced a lot, right? So that's all about the result.stream. Okay. So that's all about the result.stream type in minimal API endpoint. I think this video has delivered some useful information to you all. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel to support me. We will meet you soon with a new video. Until then, signing off.